Manx Radio live from the no, I've got to get this right around. It's the first time I got it wrong. The Aviation and Military Museum at Ronaldsway this evening, and a beautiful sight actually. We've come outside of the museum now, looking over the runway there, looking towards King William's College. The sun is beginning to set. The lights are on all the way down the runway, and we're stood next to a plane that looks familiar. It catches your eye as you drive along the road. Is all what it seems. Ivor, what are we standing next to?
Well, this appears to be a Manx Airlines aeroplane, but that's a bit of a cheat really. It was never operated by Manx Airlines, but when we were given it after it had a bit of a mishap, we decided to repaint it as a Manx Airlines plane because it's quite a nice colour scheme and it's one that everybody remembers. So I got the old spray gun out and gave it a good coat of paint, and while I was doing it, lots of people came up to us and said, when are you going to start flying again, Manx Airlines? Oh dear, well no, sorry, we can't do that because there are no engines in it, it won't go anymore. So that's the aeroplane really. There was a lot of bits missing from it, which we've replaced as best we can, and it makes an incredibly effective shed.
I can imagine, I mean, when we look closely through the windows, we can see it's being used as a storage device, but also I can imagine from a point of view of people who are driving past or have been listening to our broadcast since midday today and think, actually I'd like to go to the Aviation Military Museum, don't know where it is. This is quite a big calling card by the road, isn't it?
It is, you can't really miss it, yeah.
But have you got any plans for sort of further exhibits here? Anything that's sort of down the pipeline?
Well, there is a possibility we might be getting another aeroplane. There is a group of people restoring one of the old ATP aircraft of the type that Manx Airlines used to use, which is similar colour to this but a lot bigger, which I flatly refuse to be involved in. Having repainted this, and it was a big job. So hopefully when that is completed, that will be coming down here and it'll make an even more impressive exhibit, so even less excuse to not see where the museum is. There
we go, you see, just south of Ronaldsway Airport. If you're thinking of coming down to the museum over the weekends of the winter when it's open, and it's free admission 10 till 4:30, just look out for this Manx Airlines plane you've got here. You mentioned there of course the ATPs. I just remember the Shorts 360s. I know a friend of mine used to describe them as like a flying coffin. They were certainly distinctive aircraft, weren't they?
They were a splendid, effective little thing. People decry them, but I thought they were wonderful. That's what brought me to the Isle of Man for a job interview back in 1991. Happy days.
I remember my late Nana actually being flown over on one of those to come and see us as a family, and she got off terrified, saying she felt that if she leant to one side, the plane would lean with her.
Nothing wrong with that.
If you want to have a look at the video of this Manx Airlines plane up close, Beth has been wandering around doing a Facebook Live video because this has been a bit of a highlight for you this afternoon, hasn't it?
It really has, and I think it brings back memories for so many people. That's the thing, it's instantly recognisable. We all remember being on a Manx Airlines flight. I'm slightly disappointed that it's not the real deal, but so impressed with the handiwork that has made it look like this.
I was going to say, I mean, looking at the logos and the three legs on the tail fin, are those originals? Did you stencil them? What happened?
No, they were made by my boss's son actually, who does vinyl signs, or did at the time. I don't know if he still does them. So he produced them and duly went up a big gantry and stuck them on the tail at great personal risk. Yeah, and it needs a coat of, a good polish now. It's looking rather dull and shabby, so if anybody's got a spare few hours, come on down, we can supply the polish and the cloths. And of course a very good cup of tea. Definitely. Very good cup of tea. They do great cups of tea down here this afternoon. Beth and I have been drinking gallons of the stuff. Do go and check out the video on our Facebook page and also the manxradio.com portal about this.